な、マスターやプレデターの配信者がいる中でのいる中だいる中でどっちが当たるかな。うん、1位は素晴らしかったです。推しがカスタムでトップになるのが初めてなので、大興奮でした。天ギフをプレゼントすることができないので、I just got pinged by Slack. 代わりにこちらをどうぞ。NF と GG。日本では NF はナイスファイトかをよく使うので、あえて書きます。あ、なるほど。ありがとうございます。頑張りました。そしてアクスパありがとうございます。金ネシカスタムめっちゃ楽しかった。ノックさんとセレン、なんか、すごく強いので、僕は、なんか、いい時間と思いました。すごく楽しかった。It was a lot of fun, thanks to Nocturnal and Selen. What do you think about the new members of Crisis? They are a ton of fun. They're a ton of fun. I've gotten to speak to them a little bit. Oh, 1 second. Yeah. And they're just a fun bunch all around. They're super cool. They have really nice voices. And I'm looking forward to what they're gonna do. I especially had a lot of fun during... when I was watching the debuts and I heard that also famous French accent that everybody has come to know at this point from Veza. Everybody has like different ways of like calling them. There's like little nicknames. Like some people say UQ, some people say Wilson, some people say Veza, some people say Bandage, and all that. So when I saw him fully lean into the whole, like, yes, the French have fully infiltrated Niji Sanji and started speaking fluent French, and then I just hear in the background, Croissant. Croissant. I love that. I love that. I like when people like sort of embrace their place of origin or where they have spent a lot of time and can sort of incorporate that into not only their personality, the character, but also like poke a little bit of fun at it. Just as I just as I poke fun at me being Swedish and everything surrounding IKEA and whatnot. It's almost like my name is a reference to it. Who knows? Is France real? It is. It is indeed a real place. I have seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. Niji Kwaso. So yeah, that's been happening. Also behind the scenes, I can't recall the last time I've been in this many meetings with staff. Like there's been a lot of stuff that I've been talking to staff about recently. Nothing bad or anything. Like I know that might make people a little bit, oh god, what is I talking about? But no, it's just like usual stuff. It's just that a lot of the meetings happen around the same time. So it's been just like, oh my god, I need to check my schedule. Is there a meeting today? Yes, tomorrow, yeah. So that's also been going on top of, like, you know, the usual stuff of, like, being a liver, planning streams, working on projects behind the scenes. Busy boy, yeah, busy boy, no matter what. Sometimes I'm a busy boy out of my own volition, other times, not so much. Earth is real? It is indeed. I mean, you ask Ren. He didn't just, like, just see nothing and just like, let me land on this big space of nothing. As long as you get enough rest. I'm doing my best to get enough rest. I stayed up way too late the other day and went to bed at a sort of ungodly time. I only got like 4 hours of sleep before I had to go up and have a little bit of a meeting. Then I went back to bed and got like 3 more hours. Then I did laundry and now I'm here. Are you drinking water? Yes, I am. Yes, I have a glass of water right here. Hmm. Bloom makes you beautiful. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Bloom is great. Bloom and diffusion. Love diffusion. Whenever I'm doing like thumbnails in After Effects, when I don't have some beautiful fan art from you guys to use, I usually when I've put everything into place, I start doing a little bit of compositing. So one of the things that I like doing the most is add a little bit of diffusion because it just ties things together a lot. If you remember some of the Niji photoshops that I've done when people have new outfits and whatnot, and I use the green screen settings to make something funny, I usually use diffusion. Do you make thumbnails in After Effects? Yes, because I'm more familiar with After Effects than I am with Photoshop, and I just like After Effects toolset more. Can you smash the bottle? No, because I don't... Number one, I don't have a bottle with me. Number two, it's plastic. For your first impressions of Crisis, they'll fit right in. I think they're funny, I think they're chaotic, I think they have a lot of potential. Like, I can't wait to see what kind of direction their streams will take, what kind of games they'll be playing. I want to see if any of them are going to play Jump King. I debated, like, hold on, let me show you a tweet that is in my drafts that I didn't end up sending. Where is it? I have a tweet in my draft here somewhere. There it is, let me find that. Get an image. Please sort after date. You. So, this is in my drafts. I haven't tweeted this, but this is something I wrote up. Very on brand. Tweet it. I mean, I guess I can. I guess I can tweet it. Can we do that? I mean, I've already seen like Veza's cover of Byome wa Ai Datta, which is a Vocaloid song. So I already know that he's cool. He's cool. Something new with your model? No, it's just regular old me. I almost spilled water on my keyboard. Let's go. We need to know if there are Boca Boomers. I'll take anything. I'll take anything. Just a little bit of knowledge is good in my book. They don't gotta be Boca Boomers, but as long as they pass the vibe check, I'm good. Konbanwa, Iku. Konbanwa. Good evening. Zali's lore video though? Don't worry about it. See, vibe check is important. Vibe check is indeed important. How was your midsummer day? It was nice. I got to spend time with some people I know for midsummer, and we had a lot of nice food. There was a lot to drink. I sort of backed out of the drinking because I wasn't really feeling it. So I just stuck with some Red Bull and a little bit of Coca-Cola. It was nice, classic midsummer food, like leading up to midsummer and a little bit past it. It was like a good week, like where the sky just straight up did not go dark. Even now, it doesn't go fully dark. It still just stays pretty bright. Was there smörgåstårta? No, there was not. Did you pass the vibe check? Of course I passed the vibe check. I'm a Boca Boomer. ever face being a criminal once in your life? No. I'm a good boy. I've never broken any law. I've been wrongfully imprisoned. That's the only thing. Undercover police in the chat, exactly. That's what you give a lawyer answer. Now there come the jail emotes. There it is. What happened to his voice? What do you mean? My voice always sounds like this. You think it sounds weird? Is it hard to sleep with the constant sunlight? No, not really. You can just kind of close the blinds. Any games you plan for this week? Yes. Since I was a dum-dum and scheduled Persona when I had the tournament, we're gonna be playing Persona like properly this week. And I'm also gonna be, let's see, I'm gonna be giving a shot at Only Up, because I've seen a lot of people play that game. I think Kotoka actually managed to finish it. She played it for like 15, 16 hours. And she actually finished it, which is insanity to me. Kotoka is just built different. And then I'm gonna be playing some Danganronpa as the usual. And yeah, I think those are the ones that I got like written up in my head as of right now. Only Up endurance stream? I don't know if it's gonna be endurance. I don't know how hard it is. I've seen how the game looks, but seeing how a game looks and feeling the way it controls is very, very different. Will you speedrun Only Up? I don't know. I don't even know what the speedruns of that game look like. Watch him beat it in 1 hour? I don't know about that. It's probably gonna be a good, like, 6 hours minimum.
1000这趴数了
Because 11 minutes, right? For Only Up? No, there's no way. It's kind of a long game, isn't it? Like, I've seen people be high
一个网
up
的
in the
材料
sky.
包括茶饼跟微风丹。
11 minutes for halfway? Okay, that seems a little bit more reasonable. World record is 20 minutes? Jesus. That is crazy. Aside for the first time, is it better to speak English in the comment section here? 初見です。ここは英語で話した方がいいのですか？どっちでも大丈夫。日本語ちょっと読みます。だから、英語が、自信がないなら、日本語も全然大丈夫ですよ。Are you drinking Red Bull? Not right now. I'm trying to turn my sleep schedule back to normal. そして、ソケンさんいらっしゃい。挨拶は忘れちゃったよね。Let's see, there was a super from Hinano. Good evening, Aiki. Congrats on winning the Kingishi custom. I couldn't watch your game, but I'm so glad for you winning. I'm learning English, so my English may be difficult for you to understand. Sorry about that. No, your English is fine. And thank you very much. Yeah, the custom was a lot of fun, even though... Oh god, the ping. There was a reason we were called Pingunosa. Because the ping diff was very real. Me and Nocturnal were like cruising it around the last game, and I was hovering between like, I think my best ping around that game was like 470-ish, and then it just like kept going up, eventually at 520 towards the end of the game. other games wasn't that bad. I mean, considering the fact that it was JP server. I was sitting at like 250 ping, which is about par for the course on JP servers. That's what I'm usually used to. But wow, I don't know what happened. And I also had these really weird frame stutters that showed up every other game or so. And I don't know where they come from because it had nothing to do with performance, and I don't think it was related to connection either. So when I started getting the frame stutters on World's Edge, because I got them before too when we were practicing a little bit in control with the warm up. So I'd like reset my game and everything. I don't really know what happened. It was fine for the first 2 games, then World's Edge came and the stutters were back, and I was like, oh no, that's not good. Then they went away for Olympus, but instead I got the highest ping we had ever had that day on Olympus, and that was rough. Really rough, but we pulled through in the end. Let's see, Satsu, thank you very much. Hey, today is my womb eviction day. Happy womb eviction day. This week has been a bit rough for me. Can I get a small birthday greeting from you? Excited for the games you're gonna play for this week. Wahoo! Thank you, and happy birthday. Hope you have a wonderful time. And I'm sorry to hear about like the rough stuff. It's been rough for us here at NijiEN too. Some sad news coming through, but I'm gonna try to be as positive as I can about it, and try to face the next day with a smile, and hopefully you can do that as well. Womb eviction day. It's just a funny day of funny way of saying birthday. I remember like I was speaking a bit to Shu. This is like completely unrelated, by the way. This is a complete tangent. I was speaking to Shu a day or 2 ago, and we were talking about, I don't know what we were talking about, but he like for some reason was gonna talk about mowing the lawn, but for whatever reason he said, yeah, I'm just gonna be out, like, lawing the mow. And I just paused for a second and just said, what did you just say? Lawning the mow? And he paused too and just said, did I say that? And everyone else in call was just like, yeah, you did say that. And he just said, good morning. It's early. Shun has a lawn? No. Like, he was just, like, making a reference or something. Or talking about something. I think he was talking about getting old and just doing chores around the house to pass the time or something. I don't know. Shu touched grass? No, he was talking hypotheticals. He didn't actually lawn the mow. That's such a complicated thing to say on accident. I know, but it happens. It happens. It happened to me too. I've also said some really wild things where I'm just like, how did I even manage to say that? How did that come out of my mouth? Like, what? スパチャで日本語練習したいって聞きました。Then listen, that's what Selena Nocturnal said. It's not what I said. I do get a lot of reading practice with the Japanese super chats, but that doesn't mean that you could just gotta like, okay, I want Ike to learn Japanese. Here, have money. I'm paying you to learn my language. Nihongo o benkyou spacha. Yeah, like we talked a little bit about it during the custom. What does ping mean? It's like the delay, because when you're playing an online game, the further away that the server is that you're connecting to, the longer time it takes from you pressing a button to the server's registering that you press the button. So it's like the latency between when you're pressing a button and the action actually displaying for others. So people with low ping obviously have a gameplay advantage over you. Hope this isn't off topic, but have you ever thought of doing the Vocaloid high pitch challenge? I don't want to perish. that is way too high for me, so I don't think I'll do that. But thank you very much for the chat. My ping is always on 200. I'm usually used to like 100 to 120 ping, because I'm usually playing with my friends who are far away from me. friends that are near me are also friends with the ones that are far away, so we usually just end up playing like that. I also tend to be awake at like really ungodly hours too, so the times when I want to play, if I want to play on nearby servers with decent ping, nobody's around, nobody's awake. Nene-san, thank you for the Akaspa. Aiki-kun, hisashiburi. I really wanted to congratulate you on your birthday and your new song, but I was broke because I spent all my money on your work. Hey, you spent your money on yourself. That is a good thing. I'm proud of you. So sorry it's a little bit late, but congratulations. I'm really happy that you got to collab with Muryokupi, and thank you for all your amazing work. Thank you very much. And Yukimi, thank you for the Akaspa as well. Benkyou ganbatte dai. Thank you. Aiki tweet waratta. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that tweet from Aiki-san. Why do some chats disappear? You mean the super chats that scroll off screen? Like when they're at the top of the screen, there's like a little bit of a timer. So when that timer runs out, they disappear. Thankfully, I have a little bit of an extension going on, so even if they do disappear, I can still read them. So, like, even if it's a super chat that it doesn't stay at the top for very long, my extension lets me read it even if it's vanished. What tweet? There was a tweet that the host or organizer of the custom was tweeting. They were very nice. I got to act as translator and interpreter when they talked to me in the Selene Nocturnal after we won. I don't think it ended up on stream, but it is in Selene's VOD. And I was trying my very best to interpret. I didn't do a perfect job, but it was good enough. I want to practice a little bit more. Wendy, thank you very much for the Akaspa. 私のリスニング代とアイク君の日本語勉強代だよ。ありがとうございます。Thank you. And Honeywa, thank you for the super chat as well. I love the name Pinguno-san because I think when Selene submitted the team name, she just submitted the name Pingdiff, but I guess they translated it, so it actually became like Pingdiff in Japanese. So when I saw that our name was Pinguno-sa, I laughed really hard. It was really funny. Oh, hold on. I think something is here for me. 1 second. Ayo package. I mean, I did get a package. I think we talked a little bit about this during the Sega UFO Catcher stream. But me and Shu did actually get packages with some of the things that you can get by playing the freaking whatchamacallit. However, I was very surprised when I opened my package because there was something in there that I did not expect. So when I looked at it, I just stared at it and I just went, what did Staff-san do now? Because as you guys know, Niji staff, Niji managers, they're just like us. They're trolly gremlins, just like us. Because in there was a little bit of a surprise for me. It was an instrument. There was an instrument in there. Slide whistle? No, not a slide whistle. The Miku guitar? I wish that it was a Miku guitar. Yeah, you guys guessed it. There's the in the package. There is the Hatsune Miku automaton. the automaton is in there with the Hatsune Miku theme on it. And I just messaged staff right out of the gate. I'm just like, what is this? And they just laughed at me. And I believe that this was a gift. It was actually a gift from staff from Anime Impulse. Come on, go through the thing. There we go. So thank you, Anime Impulse, for giving me this glorious instrument. I just spilled on myself. And I just did laundry too. Dang it. Can you play it now? It needs AAA batteries, and I don't have AAA batteries. I need to go to the store. Can you play it? I haven't gotten the chance to yet. But the moment I get batteries for it, I'll be playing it. I'll be playing it for sure. I promise. Just leave us here. We'll wait. You seriously want me to just dip and go to the store to get batteries to plug into the automaton? I'll be gone for like a good 25 minutes. It's quite a walk to the store. Yet, no. I'm not gonna do that. One day I want to do that. I want to do something like random in the middle of a stream where I just like peace out, like dip for like a good amount of time. Because I know that Millie did that when she was gonna do like the world's slowest outfit reveal over like several hours, and she just straight up went out shopping for groceries with like Enna in the middle of everything. Family here, can confirm. Yep. I think you were in that stream? Yes, I was. What was that slurp noise? That was my drink. Got myself a drink. What are you eating? I'm not eating anything right now. I have a drink. Have you gotten your Miku guitar yet? No. The Miku guitar gets released later this year, I think. Let me check. When does the Miku guitar get released? I placed my pre-order. So like I got that settled. Like I got it like pre-ordered and everything, but I'm not gonna get it later this year. Is it customized? No, but it is limited edition.
黄圈边等，黄圈边等，黄圈边等。哪个先蹭？好，现在换 DPS 现在换，赶快换，赶快换！不要死哦，不要死，没死就过了。克顶，结束去换红，不管球，结束去换红，不管球。
Why can't I not find it anywhere? This is such a struggle. How to get noticed by my crush? An air horn usually works.
剪一下，这剪碎片哦，这起来剪碎片哦。单个小铁1000起。
I mean, am I wrong?
1000剪到手，3、2、1。你们可以开箱的，可以先开哦。 开个箱。等我。
Hey, I don't have an air horn, but I can only do like that's my air horn.
自由加速的暗器狼。
Pull out the trumpet.
好
This is
了，我
what
继
I
续
can
继续
sing.
拍
Oh
照。
wow.
这边先拍
Okay.
牌子哦，要中
You didn't
餐
have
影
to
片
go
这牌子
there.
2000起。
That was uncalled for.
这2000这把数3、2、1。
Excuse me, I'm just chewing boba. Ever heard of the newly announced Sonic guitar? Also, please give Dika a happy belated birthday. Happy belated birthday, Dika! And I have not heard of a Sonic guitar. The closest thing to a Sonic guitar that I've ever seen is seeing Jun-san from Crush 40 play guitar on YouTube, like way back in the day. When I saw him play some of their songs or doing like guitar playthroughs, he had like a custom Sonic guitar that was really cool. I
1000这把
remember
数
seeing that and I
3、
was just like, damn, I want that. I
1。
want that so bad.
大象，永宁寺里还养大象。
There's a Sonic
力大
guitar.
会
At
心无
least I
双
know
的
that Jun-san
项链
owns
先起，
one.
项链。力大会心无双的项
But
链。
apparently there's a new Sonic one coming out, which
等
like
他数3、
I don't know
2、
if I'll be getting it.
1。
应是武家留下的守卫。
With the Miku guitar, I have like 5 guitars, and I don't think I'll need anymore.
好啦，对不起啦，我没有打给导啦。好了，拜拜。啊，
A
现在拍
fictional
精简哦，
instrument
外
you
公
wanna
会
try?
心无双的精简要
Oh,
带
no.
1万
What's
起
a。fictional instrument?
可敬，
What guitar do you use for blue
我便
light?
先行其
That
人
was
外
my
公会
Shit
心无
Turtle
双
Man
的
8,
精简腰带，
留下记号。
腰带。
has an ever tune on it, which lets me
这
hit
把数
the
3、
strings really
2、
hard,
1。
get a cool
好，我
twang
刚刚听到一句
with the
Let's
tone, and they won't ring out of tune. Because there's one
你
thing
先
that I
通拍有人
hate
笑吗？
with low-tuned guitars is when you're hitting the strings
这
really
把数
hard. They
3、
sound great, but the
2、
pitch
1。
it's sort of like warbles like
两件流拍
out of tune, out of
1000起
key
有
a
人
little
笑
bit.
吗？
They ring sharp when you hit them really hard, and as a result,
1000这把
it
数
doesn't
3、
sound very good. It can
2、
sound very out of
1。
tune if you do that. So that's why I have an Evertune on my 8-string. Is there a 10-string guitar? Yes, there
那
is,
腰
but I
带就
don't see
是
the
我拿
point
走，
of
因为
owning
它
one.
算外供。
I feel like
外
that's a bit
公。
overkill. I have heard cool things done with 9 strings, so I feel like they're justified. They have earned the right to exist. 10 strings, not so much.
OK， 拍完了。
There's so much tapioca. What was your first guitar? It was a really cheap, like, very bright blue plastic looking thing for like less than $50 from Toys R Us. Something along those lines. Do you still have it? No. It is broken since long ago. Toys R Us.
哦，这个
I think I recall.
代班的
something
点一
Toys
下
R Us. Then I asked for it for
等
Christmas.
一下迎袭，按照那
I
个
got it.
小队，尼斯基小队就是几号点，然后头顶变绿的才能去撞那个猫砂，头顶变绿的才能去撞，然后天策跟那个粉影自己开喵砂去撞，自己开贪魔还有开那个开减伤去撞，
There's
其他人
Toys R
就
Us
是
is
按
like-
你自
yeah,
己
of
你
course
是
there
几
is.
小队
Toys
就
R Us is
按
like
什么小队上
everywhere,
点，
isn't it?
然后
Hold on, let me check something. I think I forgot to do a little thing here. Where is it?
然后这个是大象的那个这个 DBN 的读条等于大象的读条，如果你们
Now I can do
不
that.
习惯看王的，看这个看习惯看 DBN 的这个王的大 DBN 读条就是王的读条，
Just makes the scene look a little bit more dynamic.
然后改上只要上
In
完
Germany,
点掉
not。anymore. Sad. Yeah, I think they're closing down in a lot of places. Kind of boba you're drinking? I don't know. It literally just said classic. Sweden is very limited when it comes to this kind of stuff. Thank you for the 20 gifted. That's so kind of you. They came back to the US. Must be nice. Must be nice.
可是这玩还
Did
是
they
有啊。
close, like forever ago? I don't know. I don't really keep up with Toys R Us anymore. I'm so
然
out
后
of
长
there
男，等一下你那个橡皮刀和草绳，你在那边
I do remember buying Pokemon cards from Toys R Us though. Quite a lot of Pokemon cards actually. When you think about it, shouldn't it be Pokemon instead of Pokemon? Everybody has like their own way of pronouncing it. There's Pokemon, Pokemon, Pokemon. Because it's like pocket, right? Pocket, Pokemon. I don't know. Pocket monsters. Just say the Japanese one. Yeah, in Japanese everybody just says Pokemon. Pocket monster. Good old pocket monsters. What's Toys R Us? Never heard of it before? God, I feel so old. It's a toy store. That was it's been a while since I played, like a good while since I played Shining Pearl. Maybe I should get back to that because I love the fact that whenever we do play Pokemon, there's always little usually it's with like the Japanese viewers, but sometimes with other regions of the world where everybody is sort of like, oh, that's what that one is called in English, because Pokemon have different names depending on your region. Like there's a ton of Pokemon that have different name in English as opposed to Japanese. Hello, Ike, I love Sylveon. Do you know it? Sylveon is so cute and so pretty, but I have heard something said about Sylveon that has kind of ruined my image of them. I'm not gonna elaborate further on that. Is it cursed? It's pretty cursed. Oh, okay. So you guys know. Yeah, the meaty ribbons. The meaty ribbons. The ribbons. They're part, like, those are not ribbons. They're meaty ribbons. They're fleshy. They're part of it. What about Cyndaquil? Cyndaquil is my favorite Pokemon. I'm biased. You can make bacon out of those ribbons. You take that back right now. That's awful. That's horrible. Jesus. Hinoarashi, yes, Hinoarashi, or Cyndaquil, as it is in English. No, not the bacon. Eevee versus Pikachu. Eevee. I like Eevee, but I love Pikachu as well. Fusigidane, yeah. Fusigidane or Bulbasaur, as it's in English. You know that for the longest time, I did not know what Fusigidane was meant to like mean, because like I did not know that seed was Tane, so that it was like strange seed or mysterious seed. I thought that the name was just like, that's weird, isn't it? So I thought that Bulbasaur's Japanese name was just like, that's weird, isn't it? Like you would say, like, if you see something really weird and you're like, 不思議だね. But that's just because I didn't know that seed is Tane. Can you do a Pikachu impression? Absolutely not. I wish I could. IRL lost in translation moment. There's a lot of lost in translation moments in video games. For example, there's a really infamous one in Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, there's a character when you walk into a house that just goes, "I am error." And for the longest time, I just thought that that was a glitch. And you're just like, why would a character just said, "I am error"? But then, if you go to a different part of the game, you'll find somebody called Bagu. You just go into the house and he goes, "I am Bagu." And you're just like, what does that mean? Well, as it turns out, that was a mistranslation because the joke is, in Japanese, that there are two characters called Era and Bagu. So there's one character named Error and one character named Bug. So like a bug and like programming bug. So it's a little bit of a joke, like a programming error or a bug, like a programming bug. But because the translator didn't know that, they just wrote it straight up as it is. There's quite a few of like mistranslations or like misunderstandings in video games, which is really, really interesting. There's I think a book called Legends of Localization or whatever that talks about different challenges that comes with localizing Japanese media and whatnot into English. It's very, very fascinating. Name jokes are so hard to translate. Yes, puns are very, very difficult to translate. There's a lot of sort of interpretation or like creative liberty that needs to be taken in order to get the same sort of feeling to get carried across. Puns are easily lost in translation. Yeah, that's why there's a lot of puns that just get completely rewritten in Pokemon and whatnot. Let's see, KK, thank you very much. Anyway, hi Ike, I watched the Goose Goose Duck collab and it was so much fun and chaotic. I hope we can get more multilingual collabs in the future. Thank you for all the funny moments. Yeah, the Goose Goose Duck collab was really funny. There's like a really popular clip that got a lot of likes on Twitter of me just running after Bear screaming at him. I have no idea what he's saying because I don't speak Korean. But I was just like running after him and yelling at him. I wish you could use translator notes in official releases. You can! There are some places that do that. When I was playing Da Capo 2 for the first time, when I bought it, you got the game from Manga Gamer, and you also got a giant PDF file with translation notes. And when you're reading something, and they sometimes just like be like, please refer to translation note, blah blah blah. So, if you want to, you can look up your translation note to figure out what the line meant and learn a little bit more about the meaning and whatnot, a little bit of fun trivia and whatnot. But if you don't care, you can just keep reading. So I think that was pretty neat. He just says, "Don't come here." Yeah, I was running after him because I passed him and I heard him speaking English because he was probably talking to Chad. But I just thought like, it ran after him and was like, what was that, Ver? Did I just hear you speaking English? What happened to Korean? You're supposed to be speaking Korean, right? Where's the Korean, Ver? Where's the Korean? Oh god. Wouldn't be an Ike stream if he's not choking on whatever he's drinking. He's just a kohai. Exactly. Is that payback for the donuts? Sure. Let's say that. I bought a My Little Pony surprise egg and it was empty. I sent them an email. Maybe I'll get 100 as compensation. Anyways, love Blue Light. I've been listening to it repeat ever since it came out. Thank you very much, the creator. And what better surprise is there than to find nothing inside? Weren't you surprised? Bet you were shocked. See? Not false advertisement. At least that's probably what they're gonna try to pull in court. little bit late, but tapioca pog. Tappy pog. No, that doesn't work. If you have no expectations, nothing disappoints you. It's really difficult for me to have no expectations because I like being optimistic. I like being excited. I like being optimistic. So when I get let down, I really get let down. You almost said popcorn in Portuguese. Hey, the more you know. I want a super chat, but I don't know how, and I'm broke. Hey, that's fine. If you don't want a super chat or don't have the finances to super chat, you don't have to. You're just as welcome as everybody else. Nobody, like, is worth more or anything or gets more street cred or whatever just because they can super chat. As long as you're watching and having a good time, that's all I care about. What's your opinion on stuffed toys? Is there ever one too many? Never. Anybody that has been around my stream for a while knows that I have no problem with stuffed animals or plushies whatsoever. Reminds me of like those memes where some like they'll have a picture of their bed with like a ton of stuffed animals and they'll just stand really menacingly in front of it and be like, before you pass the vibe check, you must learn all of their names. Or something along those lines. Do you name yours? I mean, they already have names. Most of them are like already existing. I have a lot of Pokemon ones. The ones that I actually named myself, I used to have a stuffed rabbit. I think I still have it somewhere. A super fluffy, cute little like golden rabbit that I named Snowflake. I don't know where she is right now. She's somewhere, I'm sure. Have you ever listened to geese fight? I don't understand you, Inver, but it sounds exactly like geese having a fight. I don't know. Get two bird VTubers to like yell at each other. And that'll be a goose fight. That's so cute. I would have named it Piss. Two kinds of people, I guess. Will it be at Japan Expo in France? Oui. Oui, oui. Reminds me of that one joke from Sweet Life and Zack and Cody, where I forget if it's Zack or Cody that pretends to speak French in order to like get a date. And when they're at like a club or party or something, and she asks him a question, and he just replies with "Oui, oui," and one of the waiters just goes, "Oh, third door to the left," because he thought he was talking about going to the bathroom. I'm aging rapidly. Stop. No. Not that scene. Okay, so it's good that I'm not the only one remembering it. You remember that one Dexter's Lab episode? Oh, the omelette du fromage? I don't even know if that's proper French. I've heard from some people that the French in that episode is actually wrong. Yeah, see, it is not. It's not correct. Thank you, French gang, for keeping us informed. Maha, the French indeed. I need to send that to need to send that to Veza at some point. Did any of them reply yet? They better be. They're marinating. They're streaming? That's no excuse. Hold on. Where's the stream? Oh, he's ending! Dang it! Speaking of which, I should probably mod them. I haven't done that yet. Let's see. Let's mod the boys. Let's give them the spanner. Let's give them the good old spanner. Come on. There we go. Alrighty. He ended stream? Yeah, I know. Just threw the spanners at them. You pondering? No, I was modding them. Can you make a loud voice? Why would you want to hear that? Yeah. There you go. What if one of them thought Vocaloid is an anime? Well, we're gonna have to have a talk. Please, my ears. Sorry. Isn't Miku technically anime though? No! By that logic, I'm anime. You're not anime? Not in the traditional sense. I don't have an anime. There are no episodes of Ike Evelyn. Remember, we have had this talk before. We talked, like, are VTubers, like, if you don't watch anime, but watch VTubers, can you be considered an anime fan? Are VTubers not anime? Are is every stream not a new episode? And overwhelmingly, I was told that I was wrong and stupid. So everybody was just like, nah, cope. Your streams equals episode. That's what I said. But Maze? Yeah, but Maze is a music video. There's plenty of animated music video that are not full-on animes. Like Shelter is not like a proper animated series. See if the new viewers have a different opinion though. I don't know. Maybe. Maze equals an anime opening. I mean, it could be because of how cool it sounds. God, it's so freaking cool. I hope I get to speak with Muryoku B-san again someday and work on something cool again. There's more things that I want to do in terms of original music, but that's quite a while down the line. I put pretty much all of my energy and effort into getting Maze and Blue Light out the door. So I want to see if I can top that. It's gonna be difficult, but I want to see if I can top that somehow. EP? Maybe. Perhaps. We'll see. There's better? I don't know. It's gonna be difficult to top those. But as of right now, I'm gonna go back to focusing on the covers and various other projects that I have not finished yet. There's one that's been in the oven for quite a long time, since last year. We just haven't found time to work on it, which would be the trio that I talked about a little bit in the past. So I'm gonna try and focus on that next, because that one will be very exciting to work on. When it'll be done, I don't know. But we'll see. It's not Tyrant? Tyrant is already done. Wait, Tyrant wasn't the trio? No, it wasn't. Tapioca. Do you think one day you'll become a manga like the Nijisanji ID group? Depends. Maybe. Who knows what the future holds? So many projects behind you. I mean, I have fun working on projects. It makes me so happy seeing things come together at the end, and then being able to show the world, and then seeing people get excited over it. It's really, really exciting. Some people already made a fan manga for you. Yeah, there's been a lot of fan art in manga styles. So there's quite a bit of that too. So if you want to see some like Nijisanji EN manga, there's plenty of material for you. How hot does it get in summer in Sweden? It gets really hot where I live, like 32 to 37. Never gets that bad. At least I don't recall it ever getting that bad. But we have had like close to 30 degrees at some point. And it's awful. It is absolutely awful because we don't have AC. We don't have any way to cool us down. And usually when it gets hot, you just sort of open the windows. But the problem is our houses are built to keep heat in. And as a result, you kind of cook. Kind of becomes an oven when you're indoors. Thankfully, I have a portable AC that I bought that has been keeping me cool these past couple of weeks. So, I am doing just fine. I know of other people, though, that are perishing. They're just like, oh my god, I'm wearing practically nothing and have a fan pointed at me, but I'm still dying. I'm like, standing in front of my AC, having a sip of a iced glass of Coke. I'm like, couldn't be me, fam. Could not be me, fam. Kusoatsui, yeah. Kusoatsui. Kusoatsui indeed. Where is it? I think I have it somewhere. Oh, did I delete it? That sucks. Oh well. I thought I still had that funny picture. I heard that pointing a fan out the window in the opposite room would help in circulating the cold air. Maybe. Perhaps. Southeast Asia people are laughing at 32. Yeah, well, it all depends on your environment. Like, it's sort of like, if you're used to it, and you've grown up to that, and everything around you is sort of, like, built to accustom, like, to, like, sustain it, then it's not the same as sort of being someplace where it's not meant to be happening. Like, could you imagine living at the North Pole, for example, and one day it's like 32 degrees? People would perish. For example, I can like flip the script on you and say that in Sweden, just I remember going to school in -20. In -20, I just jumped on a bike and biked all my way to school. That was just an everyday occurrence. See? I can do the same thing. At 20, we are already cold. Yeah, at 20, I'm cruising. That's like perfect temperature for me. So it all depends on the kind of environment that you're used to. It's fun. It's fun to even see in person. Like when I was in Japan in February, like me and Illyria were just walking around pretty late at night with the group, like in just regular t-shirts or sweaters, while everyone else had like their thick jackets wrapped around them, and we just looked at them and went like, look at these dudes, look at this peeps. Just Swedes and Canadians for you. Skill issue, exactly, it's just skill issue. Imagine getting cold. Yeah, right, couldn't be me. Like I might be wearing like my jacket right now, but even if I took it off like this, I'll be a-okay. If anything, this is more appropriate, considering how hot it is during the summer. You go to sing on the top of a mountain. I can't say I've done that, but I have been at the top of a mountain. There was a chairlift going up, or you could walk all the way up, and I decided to try and walk all the way up, and oh my god, what a mistake that was. I was very, very sore the next day. You like hiking? Not necessarily, but I do like being out and walking about like that. Dude, forget walking up. It wasn't that bad. When I got back to the cottage after that where we were staying, I just laid down in bed and I played Super Mario Bros. Deluxe on my Game Boy Advance SP. The reason I did that was because I knew that I was saving up for a Nintendo DS, and I wanted to play New Super Mario Bros. So bad. So in order to tide myself over, I dug out my old Game Boy Color copy of Super Mario Bros. Deluxe and plugged it into my Game Boy Advance SP because it's backwards compatible, and I just played the heck out of it. Because Super Mario Bros. Deluxe actually has a challenge mode with a bunch of extra content in, and I tried my darndest to try and find everything in there. Oh no, I can hear the ding from the Game Boy in my head now. Ding! Never forget. I miss backwards compatibility. Backwards compatibility was so convenient. Like the fact when I got a PS2 that I didn't need to keep my PlayStation 1 plugged in, and I could just put them right into the PS2 and be chillin'. That was my favorite thing. It was so good. Mario の声真似じゃんしてMario の声真似 I don't even know. Can I even do Mario? Mario is kind of difficult to do. Like you would think that it's just shouting in falsetto, but there's a lot more to it. And I mean, everybody can do that. Woohoo! Everybody can do that, but that it's a me, Mario. It's a little bit more difficult to do. Maybe Mickey. Mickey's also pretty easy to do. It's just like
It's just speaking in a really high, kind of, sort of head voicey voice. Pluto!
so Mickey is not really that hard to do either. And then Kermit, you just speak at the far back of your throat. Kermit is also pretty easy. So if you just take your voice and move it at the way back of your throat,
So it kind of sounds like this. Then you just speak at really weird intervals, and all of a sudden you're sounding like Kermit the Frog. Welcome to Niji-sanji Ien.
Underbar さんの声する。
アンダバさんのボイスだ。ファイヤー。めっちゃ懐かしいですよね、アンダバーさんの声。
Man, Underbar is like such a legend. I love Underbar. He's so cool. Patrick Star. Patrick, you just drop your voice really low and speak in sort of a dopey tone.
Maybe it's the way you dress. Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Squidward? Isn't that just making your voice really nasally? Like, sort of like this. Man, I really don't want to go into work today. I don't know. Why am I doing a bunch of cartoon voices? Why did this turn into like a voice mimicking stream? How can you do so much? I mean, everybody can do this stuff. Elmo? What does Elmo sound like? I forget. Is Elmo just not really high pitched?
Do you have the slightest idea how much petrol is? It's so much! Elmo doesn't have that kind of money!
That's my best Elmo for you. What am I doing? What is this stream? This was meant to be a Zatsudan. Why am I doing voice impressions? Can you do Mr. Krabs? No. No, I straight up cannot. Vox can do Mr. Krabs though. How about Goofy? That's Ren. Ren can do Goofy. I cannot. 今日は声真似配信かな? Yeah, apparently it just became like a voice mimicry stream. Eliris, Mr. Krabs. And then Shu dying in the background. Oh, did my chat die? Oh, there it is. Can you do Stitch? No, I cannot do Stitch. I would love to be able to do Stitch. Do the Predator one? Give me from the movie? I need reverb for that one. Like, how does it go? There, that's the Predator. Any Niji impressions? I can't do any Niji impressions. Everybody has such a distinct voice over here, and everybody sounds very unique. Even though, like, there's some people that can get close to one another, at least for me, I cannot imitate other people. I know Sunny is pretty good at imitating certain people, but I don't know, everybody has such a unique voice flavor to them that it's very unique to every single member. Just sort of often replicated, never duplicated. Alban does Luca well. Yeah, like I said, there's some people that can get close, but me, for example, I don't know. Try doing Ren's laugh. The thing is, everybody keeps talking about the laugh. I don't think that I've heard enough of Ren's laugh to sort of mimic it. Seiyu, thank you very much. 英語わからんけど頑張って勉強して、理解したい。頑張ります。一緒に頑張ろう。The F-boy laugh? Yeah, but I don't even know what an F-boy laugh sounds like. Isn't like the... Is that an F-boy laugh? British Ike, show yourself. It's... British Ike shall remain locked away. That was it? Okay. Fuchan's kettle laugh? That's impossible to mimic. That's just... I think that has to do with physics, or like physicality. Like just biology and genetics. My throat is not shaped the same way his is. I can sing in whistle register, and I can wheeze somewhat, but I cannot do like the kettle wheeze. Yeah, the only thing I can do is like that kind of whistle, but like not the kettle wheeze. How about Enna's voice? Enna's voice is too unique. I could not. The stretch noise? That's actually not the way that I sing whistle. The way that I stretch and the way that I sing whistle are not the same. Because I cannot control pitch very well when I stretch. Like if I stretch, like that, you can hear how it's like cracking all over the place. I don't really have any pitch control over it, so I can't sing with that. But whereas I sing when I do whistle register singing, I have more control over the pitch, like that. There's a little bit of a difference. What's the lowest voice you can do? I don't know. I've done it on stream at some point. Depends if you're talking in... If I have, like, a connected voice. Like this. Like how I sound like right now. The way that I'm talking right now is, like, when I have full chord closure. You can hear my whole voice. And then you can also speak in vocal fry, like this, vocal fry. If you use vocal fry, then you can go a lot lower. But it's not, like, actual, your real voice. It's very different. So when you speak connected, like really low, it sounds a little bit like this. So when you're speaking really low with proper chord closure and you still have them fully connected, this is what that sounds like. But if you're going into vocal fry, you can go a lot deeper. But as you can hear, there's a difference in the sound. So you don't have a proper chord closure right now. You're sort of just lightly vibrating your vocal cords together. So there's a little bit of a difference. So yeah, that's how that works. Stop! Oh my god! You're the one who asked! Behave! Don't hurt your throat for it. If I did, I'm not doing it for very long. If I don't do it for very long, I'll be fine. Oh, hiccup. Can you do more deep than that? No. That's as low as this tenor boy can go. If there's one thing I cannot do, then it's have power behind the low notes and speak in low voices. It's something I'm very good and something I'm not very good at. Can you sing in vocal fry? Technically, I mean, there's something called subharmonics that I don't know how to do. But there is a performance by a quartet of a song called Rainbow of Love, where a bass singer uses subharmonics to hit an incredible low C note. If you want to see something really cool, look that up. Look up Rainbow of Love, low C. That's the really, really impressive stuff. Mitsubishi Materials. Yeah, but that guy's just burping. Yukimi, thank you for the super chat. That's 10 Turner's the best subharmonics ever. Yeah, that's his name, isn't it? Yeah. You have the biggest range in Niji EN? I don't know. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. A vocal range doesn't really mean much. Vocal control is infinitely more impressive than vocal range. There are people that have insane vocal ranges that can't sing to save their life. Like, I have awful vocal control in certain parts of my range. So it doesn't matter if I can hit like a really high note or a really low note. What does that matter if I'm constantly missing it in pitch? Or if my voice is cracking? Would you ever consider doing a full voice acting stream? How would that work though? How would you do that? Would I just take like voice acting requests? Like open like a bunch of marshmallows and people have like, hey, I want you to say this line with this kind of voice and this kind of character. Is that how that works? I really don't know the structure of a voice acting stream. How about doing a voice drama? I'd have to write a script for that. That's a lot of work. I'm so busy, I probably don't have the time to do that anymore. I barely have time to like touch up my novels. Susie, thank you for the super chat. It's my birthday today. Can you wish me a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year? Huh? Share my strawberry cake with you in the children. Thank you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Birthday. Who's Ivy? Ivy is like when I try to speak in a girl voice. Try and fail, I should say. I did, when I was practicing with Nocturnal and Selene, I did speak in the Ivy voice at one point, and it caught him really off guard. And Selene was just laughing. Can you sing as Ivy? I've tried. I've tried learning how to sing as Ivy, and it's not going very well. So, probably not. I would have to do a lot of takes in order for that to work. Maybe one day, but as of right now, I try to minimize using her as much as possible because I'm not pleased with how it sounds like most of the time. I think the best Ivy's voice has ever sounded was when I was reading Noelle's dialogue towards the end of chapter 1 of Deltarune. When she was when I was reading the dialogue about Susie or whatever. And then it was right after I did the sort of Valley Girl ossified voice. I think that's the best she's ever sounded. Can you sing Atlas Ivy right now? Probably not. One day Ivy's covered. We'll see. One day. Never say never, am I right? Ivy debut when? I mean, she's been on stream a few times. I don't know when she's ever gonna get a real debut. That's a little bit, you know, up in the air, but who knows, right? The Ivy fan arts are amazing. I do enjoy seeing the Ivy fan arts. The Ivy fan arts are a lot of fun. Ivy model when I don't know, man. I've recently gotten my new outfit, so I don't know when something like that might be able to happen, if it can happen at all. Like, an outfit is one thing, a brand new model is an entire different beast altogether. Any plans for a VR stream? Yes, there is a VR stream that I do want to do with a bunch of other DN members. It was supposed to happen a couple of weeks ago, but I was a big dum-dum and didn't plan things very well and didn't keep people in the loop, so that's entirely on my fault. But we're gonna give it another try sometime soon, hopefully. So fingers crossed. VR chat? No, it's not VR chat. It's a VR game, but it's not VR chat. Big difference. Among Us VR, it's not Among Us VR. When's Dark Souls? I don't know. I gotta ask Vox because I need my co-pilot. What about the VR chat solo stream? I don't know. I don't even know what I would do. Because I feel like it would just be a VR Zatstan, and I don't think that I may provide enough of a different experience for it to sort of warrant doing it in VR. Like, I can't dance, I'm not very athletic anymore. Like, if I'm ever doing a sort of VR chat stream, then maybe like it'll be like a singing stream. So like you can have like singing and body language at the same time. That I could do. But I would have to like get over massive amounts of anxiety for that. I haven't been on stage in I don't know how long. Talkative hands? Yeah, my hands are very talkative. I'm trying to think of other VR games that you can play because I really enjoyed Half-Life Alyx. I know that Superhot VR is apparently really good. And there was also another VR shooting game that makes you feel like you're John Wick. That just makes it really easy to do really cool things. Beat Saber? I'm not very good at rhythm games though. Oh, Pistol Whip, that's the one! Pistol Whip! Resident Evil VR? That's PlayStation VR though. I can't do that. I don't have a PlayStation VR, sadly. Evoca Boomer not good at rhythm games. I'm not though. I play like a grand total of like 3 rhythm games in my life. That's Guitar Hero, Love Live, and Project Diva. That's it. Not good at rhythm games, but you slayed in Melatonin. I did okay in Melatonin. I didn't do great. Phasmophobia VR? Yeah, but I feel like I know Phasmophobia pretty much like inside and out. いつかクラナドの曲歌ってるアイクくん見てみたいです。お、何の曲？団子大家族みたいな感じかな。一回で配信で歌ったんだと思う。何の配信だっけ？デルタルーヌの配信と思う。何でも助かります。I think I sang Dango Dai Kazoku on one of the Deltarune streams. Do you have a favorite Love Live song, Ike? Yes, I do. Ari Furuta Kanashimi no Hate. That's my favorite Love Live song. There's so many tapioca pearls left, but nothing to drink them with. Oh, the Vocaloid tweet got a reply. Ayo, 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 ayo. Let's go! Look at that! You pass with flying colors. Yeah, baby, let's go. Persona 曲も。Don't say anything, Ike. 老人会メンバー Yeah, it seems like it's a boomer. It's a fellow boomer, fellow Voca boomer. Nice. The whole OG list, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Add some milk to it. That's actually not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that. Really singing Japanese for your next song? It depends on what gets done first. The Shuyamino war cry. Exactly. Yeah, I would love to do that. Maybe I'll just drag together all the Voca boomers in Niji-en and just like nerd out. Would you ever do a Swedish song? I've been wanting to. I tried seeing if I could sing Carolus Rex by Sabaton, and turns out I could not. So I was very sad about that. Caramel Dance and cover. I don't know if I can sing Caramel Dance, and I would have to like check. Jittadoru toka kikitai. Oh, Jittadoru. Jitterdoll is so good. I would want to sing that. What are your favorite Sabaton songs? My knowledge of Sabaton sort of begins and ends with the Carolus Rex album. I also remember hearing Primo Victoria at one point. What was that one song that they did for World of Warships? Bismarck? Bismarck is also pretty good. Ah. These tapioca pearls, man, there's so many of them left. Maybe I should just get a spoon. Someone said Swedish version of Sana Ako Na Lang. That could work. I could try that. Maybe. That could be possible. I know that a long time ago, I sang Jogi no Tsuki in Swedish. Like when we were in Japan during the karaoke, I picked out Jogi no Tsuki, but instead of singing it in Japanese, I sang it in Swedish. So there's that. I don't know if I would be allowed to do that, though. Depends. It all depends. Do it next karaoke? Well, it depends. Like, I don't even remember. How does it go? Insen lyses upp av det så svaga sken. Och här så framför jag en melodi utav sorg. Like that. That's kind of how it sounds. Let's see. Thanks for spoiling us this year. We children. Is that the Swedish version? Yeah. Please cover it in Swedish. Maybe one day. It all depends if I'm allowed to. I can ask about it. What more can we talk about? Oh god, it's been 1.5 hours already. Man, time flies. Time flies with you guys. Is that officially translated, or did you translate it yourself? I translated myself. I don't see why Kurosapi-san would just... You know what? I'm gonna translate this officially into Swedish of all languages. Imitation Black も聞きたい. Oh, 懐かしい. Imitation Black. I really liked when Sekihan-san sang Imitation Black all on his own. It did like all the voices. Like, when he sings like Kaito, he's like na 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 na, like that. But when he sings as Gakpo, he's like 歪んだ日常を許されない愛 He sings like that.
他网络有点问题，然后想要下线保佑的可以来这个 DC， 等一
It's
下我
so
再
cool that he's able to do all those different voices. I really wish that I had like the vocal abilities to sing as like multiple people. One of my favorite covers of Sekihan-san is when he sang Crazy Night all by himself. He does all the parts and it's so good. If you haven't heard Sekihan-san's cover of Crazy Night, highly recommended. He does like 7 different voices and it's so good. Still the best cover? Yeah, it's my favorite cover of Crazy Night. Nothing really comes closer to it. Plus, it's mixed by Soraru-san. It's mixed. If it's mixed by Soraru-san, you know it's gonna be good. Do you know Ika-san? Of course I know Ika-san. Love Ika-san. Ika-san is amazing. Sekihan-san no Mukuro attack Mugen Loop shiteta. Oh yeah, that's also my favorite version of Mukuro attack. That's actually how I discovered Sekihan-san. Sekihan-san's cover of Mukuro attack by Utsupi was the way that I discovered him. And I used to play that over and over and try to sound like him. I even have a really old recording from like 2010, 2009, where I had just gotten my first USB mic and I tried singing some Vocaloid songs, and I was such a big Sekihan fan at the time that I tried singing Mukuro Attack and like making my voice like all gruff and gritty and cool like he did, and it just sounds awful. You just hear Tiny Ike trying to be intimidating. Can we hear it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You remember Sekihan and Pico Magnet? Yeah, I love that version. Fun fact, the background behind me right here is actually drawn by the very same artist that drew the art for Sekihan-san and Pico-san's Magnet. And when I found that out, there's actually a clip on stream where I found that out. World is small sometime. I remember that. Yeah, good times, good times. Shino-san. Shino-san is the one that drew this background, and they are amazing. Can you sing the idol rap? You mean the Mitiki no ega o de rasemeria? Are you able to hit the notes in Doshin Yukai? Maybe on a good day, but not consistently. Doshin Yukai is very high. Hatsune Miku, world is small. Idol cover when? I don't know. I don't think I would do Idol very well. It's a very high song. If you want to hear a boy doing a good cover of Idol, just go listen to Haka. Haka did a really good version of Idol. Turn it into a metal cover? That would be fun. That would be fun. Mephisto cover when? Mephisto doesn't have an instrumental. There's a metal cover of Idol? I don't doubt that it is. There's always metal covers being made of everything. Because metalheads love cute and nerdy stuff too, and want to put their own spin on it. And that's what I love about metal musicians. There's like metal songs that I wanna, or not metal songs, there's songs that I wanna make my own metal version of. I mean, there's obviously the God Sees All version that I did with Nina Senpai. Like, that was a really, really fun project. And Noah did a really, really cool job with the arrangement there. Mephisto is very difficult to sing. I don't doubt that it is. Metal version of Luxium songs? That's the thing. I don't know how well Luxium songs would like lend themselves to metal arrangement, because there is some songs that are so inherently like confined to the genre that they originated from that it's difficult to translate them into a different genre. For example, take something like that is entirely non-melodic, like a deathcore song. Like, that would be very difficult to translate into, let's say, a piano and strings ballad without completely reworking the melodic content of the song. I think that if you're making an arrangement or a cover, you should at least keep some semblance of the melodic content of the original song. Because otherwise, you might as well just, like, make an entirely new tune. Aiko, thank you very much. Just for the sake of research, would you plan to update your height with heels? If anyone has already asked, or you don't want to answer, feel free to ignore this. I would have to ask TCB Mama how tall my heels are. I remember around debut when I was just like, okay, can I give my height? Can you ask Mama if my height is with or without heels? And TCB Mama said that 173 is without heels, so I said, okay, that's what goes. How tall the heels are, I have no idea. I can ask.
能打帮我点掉。
I envy how you can walk in heels. You get used to it. You get used to it. Watch it be 10 centimeters? Dude, I don't think it's 10 centimeters. That feels a little bit excessive. Sorry, nobody believes you're 173 without heels. Why not? Why not? Like, it's not that I'm like, making that up. I'm like, if you say anything against it, you're going against the word of TCB Mama. Do you really want to be that guy? Do you want to be the guy that tells TCB?
水不凡，你等一下看，如果那个喵坦的神速不太健康的话，就帮他换一下，然后溜一下网。心脏慢点去。阿克去打，阿克去打。
6 centimeters is standard height? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I've never measured them.
鸵鸟，鸵鸟。
TCB Mama is never.
来少坦，来少坦。
You do not question TCB Mama.
整个鸟举行。
Height doesn't matter, but
然后
height
带
is
走。
matter. Everybody is matter. Pixel math time, I guess. It's really funny whenever people use pixels to like calculate things. I love that sort of over-analysis.
躲下鸟，躲下鸟，准备回去找少坦，回去找少坦。
When they actually incorporated like math, physics, and whatnot to overanalyze video games instead of thinking of here is why Ness is Sans when like and Sans stands for what was it like?
各去打王，各去打王，各去打王。
After not surviving.
去面向打王，去面向打王。下一个点名。
Yeah, back then I remember when they used like pixels from like Mario and Sonic to like measure who was actually faster
看那个喵弟的
based
血，
on the graphical information in the video games, and they concluded that Mario was actually faster.
躲下鸟，躲
That
下
was a
鸟
lot，of fun. I love that.
让开了，让
Or
开，位置让
when
开
they。calculated how much a full set of diamond armor would be worth in the real world from Minecraft, and I got to learn a lot about actual diamonds and how much they're worth, how the carat is actually measured, and how that because they're blue, then that means that they're even more rare because of a certain like element or like gas that was present within the actual crystallization itself that made it more valuable. So they just figured out how much it would be worth and how effective it would be to deflect
你可以先
damage
上
and
点，
how why that was or wasn't the case. Like I love that. That stuff is great. You still remember it? Yeah, which is why it was good. I'm asking you, do you remember any of the Undertale theories? A single one of them? I don't.
1号，撞撞撞撞撞撞，爆发开，爆发开，用力打，呼吁出来救一下，好，躲下鸟，躲下鸟，
Science is awesome. Science is cool. Science is cool like that. Steven Universe stands there. Oh yeah, that was the one. Steven after not surviving. That's the one. That was funny.
有没有点名？
Hollow Knight.
看我的血啊
They did
一样对老
Hollow
虎打
Knight ones? Sheesh. I didn't even know that. Did you like maths in school? No, I was terrible at math. It's my worst subject.
准备让开位置，位置让开，位置让开，
Well,
打完了，打完了，
in a microwave, science happens. It
点
does.
名跨越，
It does. Let me see. Remember that
爸爸扣着，
way
爸爸
back
扣着
when，they used to be like those hoax images going around on social media about how if you updated your
Wow.
iOS, it would make your phone waterproof or that
让
you
位置让
could
开，位置
charge
让
it
开
in，the microwave, and people actually fell for it. Oh, apparently there's some people that don't know about that.
奶血不白哦，血不白奶好他，奶好他，
Yeah, that did happen. It did indeed happen.
紧张开哦，
It
紧张开
was，a thing that happened.
躲鸟
It's
躲
gonna
鸟，
explode. Yep.
等坦拉好再去，等坦
Some
拉好面
people
向再去
just，bought it.
好近战可以贴上去，远程等那个等鸟，远程等鸟，准备二段跳，
I'm an
好可以往前
adventurer,
走，
sir. Me too.
二段跳跳好，二段跳跳好，
Just like a lot of things aren't compatible with Android phones anymore. Like there was this one kind of important app that
去哪
I
了
needed
他
on my phone
永远要记得去区
in，order to like, I think it was some sort of ticketing service.
橡皮优先，
It just for over a year and a half now does not work.
打
on
快好像比
Android
打快，
devices, even though like
好继续打大象，
on like the Play Store, if you open it,
Sure.
it crashes instantly. There's a lot of apps like that that just crashes instantly, and it's been like that for over a year.
右耳记得卡一个扶摇，右耳点名的记得卡一个扶摇，
There's even like cases where really important websites, for example,
超越，
in relation to like the government,
远程可以去打王，远程去打王，近战可以推着王打，追着大象打，
flight companies when you need to get tickets.
二段跳一样要跳好，
Sometimes
二段跳一样要跳
very
好，
well and just break down and
二段跳哦，注
specifically,
自己跳好，自
I
己跳好
remember，when going to Japan, the airline that I was using, in order to
位置让开，位置让开，位置让开，
purchasing the tickets.
好王带走，王带走，
No, it was checking in. I wanted to check in online, and you know, it's
打大象，王
doing
王
that
带
at
走
the，actual airport. I wanted to do it online, and I'm not joking when I say that I got to a page that just you needed to agree to something.
多
And
多多，
you
二段
needed to
跳好，
read
二段跳
everything,
好
and。in order to read everything, you needed to scroll down, and at the very bottom, it was like a button that
赶
said,
快拿
I
起来就好
agree.
准备哦，橡皮预
Except
备
they。didn't program the site to be able to scroll. I could not scroll down the
打橡皮，
page
打橡皮
to。press I agree. And I did try it
橡皮
on
打快，好。
every web browser I had at my
好，红岛，
disposal.
哎，没有，继续打大象，继续打大象。
I tried it on everything.
近战往后，哎，
And
远
it
程往后
just
退，远程往后
did
退
not。work. So I found a way to do it.
好，去打王，
And
去
that
打
was
王，去
to
打王。
turn on my
点
monitor.
名梦行，
Like my set
打一
my
个扶
second
摇哦。
monitor. And
记得二
tell
段
my
跳，二段跳要
computer
跳好，一定要
that,
跳好，
oh,
跳好就过了，
I
一定要
want to
跳好。
extend my display upwards.
看好他的血，看好他的血。
Page to the very top.
哎，二段
of
跳
my
好，二段
second
跳，二段
monitor.
二段跳好，好，
Pulled
很
it
好。
down as long as I could possibly
位置准备让开哦，他五层，他五层。
down, down across 2 monitors.
丢丢
until
丢
I
丢丢丢，直接
finally
丢
saw the
啊！
button and was able to click it.
打完就好，打完
Modern
就好
problems，require
王打完就过了。
modern solutions. That's some big brain. I felt
I
really
know,
big
but
brain
we'll
when I got it to like work. I'm just like, ha! I triumphed over poor code.
天天毫不吝啬的喂养你们，真是一点用都没有，给老子！
Anything to just like avoid standing in line to check in at airports, especially sometimes because like transportation gets like really delayed. So sometimes you have a very limited amount of time to get all of your stuff settled, like check in your bags and go through security and all that stuff. So I would rather have as little to do as possible. Just make it to my gate and then just waste
那这边听
time.
一下，小铁单颗1000起，
Zooming didn't work. It did not. Zooming did not work.
不明明的1000解套手3、2、1。
Because, like, you know how some websites, when you zoom, like, the CSS in the page just automatically, like, it doesn't care how zoomed
那
in
这边
or
是不是牌
out
子
you
哦？
are.
天色
It
纯
will
阳，天
fit
色牌子2000
everything
起。
to the size of your window.
各2000七
I would
损
have just
提
tabbed
醒了
through the,
你们脚。
the page, unless that didn't
两
work
千解套
either.
手3、
I didn't try that.
2、
That might have worked.
1。
But sometimes some buttons are like coded in a way that you can't tab to them. I don't know why they do that. Select and drag the text didn't work. Inspect code and remove a chunk of text. I feel like that
你
might
覆盖一
break
下，
the
没有，
site.
你分享
I
一
wouldn't
下
want anything
地边
to
给顾啊。
go wrong. But long story short, I figured out a way to solve it, and that's all that mattered.
What
What are you drinking? Oh, it's just like some tapioca pearls that are still left.
3000解套手3、2、1。
What's your craziest airport story? I don't know. The times where I had to run to my gate, I guess.
还没，他还在安排
Let
那
me
个
tell
视
you,
网。
running to your gate in
稍
heels
等一
is
下，
not
稍
the
等一下。
easiest thing.
纯
And a
聊
lot of
戒
people
指
turn
1000
their
起，
heads
纯
when
聊
they
鞋
hear
子
that
1000起。
because running in heels is loud. You'll just hear like a really loud like when people run.
解套手3、2、1。内功会新无伤的经典戒指10000起。
The menacing
内功
clacking.
精简会新无
Yeah.
伤的精简戒指哦。
What's your boba order?
发射不等的2
Sub-anime
万
impulse?
，3万你看哪批？
It's just like it was just called regular or like classic. It's very unimaginative because Sweden do be like that. Did you fall? Thankfully, I did not, but I was very out of breath.
是这样，
Why are you wearing heels at the airport? I don't question your
手机什么？
fashion choices. Why are you questioning mine?
因为没有，他就是老的那一批人打得不好或者是什么，
You
他就
chew
会
or
投
swallow your
钱。
boba? Depends. Like I chew a little bit, but I don't manage to chew all of them. So some of them don't get
是
chewed. I
啊，
guess.
这是你的赏金啦。
Seems uncomfortable. It's not the most
这这
pleasant
是
thing in
10万
the
解套手
world,
3、
but it is what it is. This is
1。
saying in Swedish called Vill man vara fin får man lida pin, which means if you want to look nice, you're gonna have to suffer a little bit for it.
一键通拍有人需要吗？
Beauty is pain. Yeah, that's the thing.
流拍数了3、2、
We have that saying in
1，
German
一
too.
键流拍
Hey,
装1000起。
people don't chew boba. I guess some people don't. Hey, I swallow grapes whole sometimes.
流拍数了3、2、1，力
It's
道跟
not
力道
really
小附
something
魔
strange
100
for
起。
me.
你这边有需要同步啊就可以点，不用的话就按取消。
Here we
力
go
道100，给他
again.
数了3、
Here we go again
2、
with people
1。
that don't know about this.
然后1张2张。
Whole grapes? Yeah, whole grapes.
Okay.
Also, we missed it earlier, but we hope you like your gift. I did. I haven't gotten the chance to try it out yet. Do you have a gag reflex? I actually have a very sensitive gag reflex. Like, I cannot brush my teeth without going, "Ugh." If I go too far back when
OK，
brushing
拍
my
完了。
teeth, it's always like a big struggle to get to the teeth that are the way back of your mouth or like scrubbing your tongue. Even if I put my tongue out like all the way to like
这
scrub it up with
边
my
都没有打
toothbrush,
过4王
it,
的，
it
注意一
just
下
kind。of makes me go.
他
"Ugh."
成伤现在每一组是8个人，你成伤成
It
完
doesn't， activate when you
你
swallow
会有一
the
个
eggs,
那
they
个
just kind of slide
罪业的
down.
buff， 你就不能再成第2次。你要等到那个白色格子的人，他们孵完蛋，你们吃
You
完
know,
蛋之后
peeling
才可以
grapes
成。
before eating it.
然后会吃蛋的人只有
Supposed
黄色
to.
一组的人，也就是除了2个
Time I've
常
ever
见
seen
之外的
anybody
近
peel
战
a
还有
grape
瞄
was when
坦，
they did surgery on
那是
one.
黄色一组。黄色一组的那个成伤会直接出现在中间那
Your
个格
grapes
子，
tiny. I mean,
你们就是
not.
开场的
I
时候
know
就
there's
直接
some
站在中
baby
间，
grapes.
其他人
and
不
it's
要
not,
站
I'm
中
not talking
间。
about the ones that are like.
只有那个
really
黄色一
big.
组
They're， usually
你们
rather
看那
tiny.
个团队告示，只有黄色一组的8个人可以站在中间去成那第一个成伤。
I just got a
然后
text
成伤
from
结束，他会
Inventor
出那个降
saying
魔
that
大阵，然后就是白色一
package
组的
has
去孵那个4个
arrived,
蛋出
so I'm
来，
gonna go get that.
然后
So
就按照他现在那个，按照团队告示现在的顺序，
get that
就是
satisfying
前面的话是
crunch
刘
when
诗
it
妍、
just
雨琦还有莫清炫跟莫绿色他们先
grape
吃，
just goes
先把那个4个蛋吃掉，然后第2次的那个白2的那个
packages.
降魔
Apparently,
大阵的那个蛋就
either
后面
it's a
4个人吃。
figure or it's something from staff. They did surgery on a grape.
然后成伤都是不能重复成的，然后黄衣组的话，等到你们8个人的 buff 都消掉，那个第4次的黄色格子会再叫
I
你
get
们过去
peeling
成。
apples. I don't get peeling grapes.
上一套蓝药能打帮我点掉。
What figure, my guy? I do not recall. I did get an Android very recently that I've been waiting on for a long time. I'm usually not an Android person, but I made an exception because I got really excited for this one. Vox isn't even released yet. Is he? I don't think he is. Futaba? I have had Futaba since way long ago. Kinyako, thank you for the super chat. Tapioca da desu. Oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi nasai.
然后扶摇跳的部分，倒还是一定要跳好。那
Can you
开王
start?
倒数
I
7、
cannot.
6、
I cannot
5、
talk about it,
4、
sadly.
3、
I
2、
was very happy about
1，
it,
开
though.
王。只有黄衣组的人成伤哦，黄衣组的8个人成，黄衣组的成。其他人不要进黄色格子，其他人不要进去，黄衣组的人成。
Oh my god. My
我跟
pump
花月
filter's
消
falling
血
off.，
雪不白拉小怪哦。 还一组的人过来。
Ohayou gozaimasu, coffee time. Ohayou gozaimasu, enjoy your coffee.
为什么不完成挂了？
Pop filters can fall off. I mean, I have mine screwed on at the side of my mic.
你怎
So
么
the way
你
that
怎
it
么那么脆？
works is I can screw it off the actual arm that is connected to and turn it upside down if I
你怎
want
么那么
to.
软？
Is it the pizza pop filter? No. What? What's a pizza pop filter? What? Thank you for the 5 gifted. That's so kind of you. manifesting official icon android soon. Dude, that would be insane. As a figure collector, I would lose my absolute mind if that happened. Like the fact that when Vox got announced as an android, I was like, yo, let's go! That's my boy right there! That's my homie! I was so hype. You ordered Vox? Not yet. I haven't placed my orders yet. I don't even know if pre-orders are up. If they are, I'll probably grab it at some point.
血量刷一下，血量刷一下。记得黄衣主人成第一个哦。
I'm gonna nab an
准备开网抗倒数，7、6、
Worst case scenario, I'll just abuse my friend privileges and be
3、
like, hey, Vox, do you have any spares? I want one.
1，开网。黄衣组成，黄衣组成。期待远离这个白色格子哦，有时间代位一下，你可以继续偷这个小块没关系，但是你不能把它打死哦，20%就要停。不打了，不打了。好，可以的，可以的，不要打他了，不要打他了，不要打他了。拿一下，拿一下，拿一下那个，拿一下孵蛋的人，拿一下孵蛋的人。啊，哥奶也在里面，准备下蛋哦，蛋准备下出来了。
Yes, use connections. Yeah, connections are very important. Connections, networking, and all that stuff. What's a pop filter?
我也不，没有你的被哥奶抢走了。
They have like a little
还有什么没有
thing in front of the microphone that is meant to catch like plosives, which are things like P's and T's and all that stuff.
刚刚那个白色格子的，只有白色一组的四个人，就是我还有雨落晴、傅寒生跟雪肤白可以站在里面。
Like P, T, all that stuff. But where if I put a pop filter in front of it, like this, then if I speak right into the microphone and say P and T, then it doesn't sound nearly as bad. So I can say P, and it doesn't sound as bad. So with, without. Very important. Is that different from condensers? I mean, depends. I have a dynamic mic. I have an SM7, but I use a pop filter for that too. Mainly because I use it for screaming, and screaming, because of how aggressive it is, has very aggressive consonants. So I feel like a pop filter helps a lot with that. And, fun fact, the SM7B is what they used on Michael Jackson's Thriller. So, the more you know. At least I think it is. Sounds like spit. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? So you want to open singing classes? Probably not. I am not good enough to be a teacher in any way, shape, or form. How good are expensive pop filters? I think this one is like 20 bucks, 20 or 30 bucks. It's a little bit nicer because it's double-sided. So there's, it has like a little bit of thickness to it. It's not very thin. And it has one pop filter, like one net on one side and one on the other side. So there's like twice the amount of wind catching ability of it. I don't know how to properly phrase it. So it's not too bad. There are cheaper ones, but you get what you pay for. Doesn't one of the Luxia members have an SM7B? Yes, I think Shu has one. I think Mista does too. I'm not entirely sure. The Shure SM7B, the Shure, that's funny, is sort of known as the streamer mic or the podcast mic because everybody uses it, and for good reason. Like, it's a really good microphone. It's just like a lot of people don't use it very well. There's a lot of people that use it without compressor, so as a result, whenever they raise their voice, they're blowing out their viewers' ears by shouting. And to that I say, turn down your gain and get a compressor, please, and thank you. Your viewers will thank you for it. Sponsorship? Not a sponsorship, just a little bit of fun fact and good advice. Is your microphone on your right or left? It's on my right. It's over here. Whack. Is compressor a separate thing? Yeah. It can either be hardware or software. Like, I have, whatchamacallit, the Go XLR as my compressor, but before that I had a software compressor for my Steinberg interface. Turn off the compressor. Alright. Where's my compressor? There we go. It should be off now. So if I... Maybe it's not. Maybe it's still on. Hey! No, listen to that. Listen to that clipping. Yeah, baby! Can you imagine listening to this for an entire stream? Fun stuff! Like, if I speak very softly, it's fine. And usually people do sound check according to the level that they speak at. But as streamers, especially if we're playing like video games, we tend to get very hyped and raise our voices. Which is why we have compressors. So now, if I speak here at a very soft level, you can still hear me perfectly fine. But if I yell, then I also don't blow out your ears. Please invest in a compressor for the love of God. Does the current compressor in OBS work well enough? Yes, it does. However, there comes a little bit of an issue with that. Because there was a time where I had my gain set very, very quiet, but then I brought it up with a compressor in OBS, so I sounded fine on stream. However, because the compressor was in OBS, when I was on other people's streams on Discord, I was so quiet that they could barely hear me. So it's good to have a compressor that goes before anything else. That way, you'll sound the same, you sound just as even on Discord with other people that you're streaming with, and on your stream. PSA, buy a compressor. You don't have to buy it, there are software compressors. Like, I know Voice Meter has a compressor that's fine. So you can do that. It's just very tricky to set up. Voice Meter is very much a conundrum to me, I don't understand it. But if you turn off the compressor once you collab, I mean, I don't need to do that. If I want to be loud for the loud equals funny aspect of it, I have my deep fried button, which I showed you earlier. I'll be very quiet this time, but if I press this button, and like even the tiniest noise becomes distorted. Pro tips from sound mixing god. I'm not a god by any stretch of the imagination, but I like to think that I know what I'm talking about. Can you talk for a minute with that? Do you really want that? Do you want deep fried speaking? I would not subject you to that for more like than 10 seconds. There's a lot of no's, so we're gonna skip out on that. I'm gonna spare you guys that. Please no screaming. I mean, I don't need to scream with the deep fry. Even if I just speak, it's gonna be like super loud, like full on, like that. He said yes, yeah, but there was like quite a few no's too, and I just want to spare everybody's ears. It's easier like that. Metal scream into the deep fried? No, thank you. Besides, my voice is in no condition to scream today. I need to take care of it. Did anyone else reply to the tweet? No. A voice clip for deep fry, maybe? Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. What else can we talk about? What else is there? You're checking the tweet? I have it open. I have it open on a tab. Can you meow? I mean, if you want to see that, then just go watch the UFO catcher stream. Future collab with Crisis? I don't know. It depends. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna stick around and see if there's anything like common ground we can find where we can do something cool together. Have we talked about the Apex tourney yet? Yeah, we talked about it a little bit earlier. We talked about Crisis, we talked about Midsummer, we talked about the Apex thing. We talked about quite a few things, jumping from topic to topic. Just about a lot of me finding different tangents to go on a bunch of blabbering about. We were on like audio stuff for quite a while because obviously I cannot shut up about audio and music stuff. Nyaiku. Nyaiku indeed. Are you excited for Niji Koshien? Absolutely. Always excited for Koshien. Is crying allowed on stream? Absolutely not. Crying is against the law. It is banned. Crying on stream will get you arrested like that. Of course crying is allowed. Crying is an emotion. Of course you're allowed to show emotion on stream. Can you imagine if I just was completely emotionless all the time on stream? I've cried on stream. Cried plenty. Hope to be seeing Aiki and Koshien this year. Fingers crossed. Well, it all depends on if I get picked. I got picked by Sacho last year, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe he wants to diversify his team this time around. I don't know. Seem like a pretty crier. Oh, I'm not. I ugly cry. I ugly cry really bad. Imagine Aiki talking a monotone voice. That's my best monotone impression for you. Shacho is not in Koshien this year? Oh, I see. No Shacho coach this year. So we'll see. We'll see. Opinion on onigiri. I have only had 2 types of onigiri. My favorite is the salmon one. Sake. Sake onigiri is my favorite. I remember when I was in Japan, I would always go into a konbini and get like 2 salmon onigiris. It's so good. I would just get that as a snack whenever I could. I feel like I need to overcome my struggle with mayo because I noticed that a lot of things have mayo in Japanese konbinis. But everybody says that Japanese mayo is based, so maybe I just need to give it a try. Maybe I need to like just challenge myself. I've challenged myself before. I can challenge myself again. Ike, thank you for being born. You mean a lot to me. Thank you, Dinda. Thank you so much. Is Bulldog still your favorite? I don't know if I would call Bulldog my favorite, but I like it. It's very nice. Any game releases coming up that you're excited for? Is there? I mean, there's like the Persona 3 remake, but that's next year. Have you eaten the 3 times one? Not yet. I've eaten the regular and the 2 times. I've not tried the 3 times. Really tried the 3 times on stream? Yeah, I want to do that on stream, but I don't want to do it alone. I want to see if I can get somebody along with me. Maybe I'll ask Ver. Maybe I'll ask Ver, like, hey, can you find the 3 times? You gotta do this with me. I need to find somebody that can just do it with me and, like, share the pain. Off collab, maybe? Perhaps. Will you stream the P3 remake? As fun as that would be, probably not. I would like to, but I probably won't be able to. But hey, at least we can finish P5 on stream. Let's see. Stupid dog. Thank you very, very much. Why is it a dog? I'm sure you're not stupid. Let's see. My birthday is going to pass in the last hour. One of my birthday wishes is to wish you a happy every day. And another wish is that you can stay with us for a long time. I love you. Thank you very much, and happy birthday. Hope you have a wonderful time. Yeah, you're allowed to play the 3rd semester now? Yes, I am. I'm able to play P5 all the way to the end. So that's gonna be exciting. We're gonna see how the story concludes. We're gonna see whatever happens to the Phantom Thieves. We're gonna see why I am in jail again. Maybe I'll even break out of jail. Who knows? And there's the jail emoji. Of course. Will see Ike simping again? I mean, come on, it's Persona. They always have pretty characters. Like, that's like half the fun of just saying like, oh, everybody's so nice, everybody's so pretty. I like hanging out with these people. Like, most of the Persona games I played when I was very, very lonely. So if anything, I was just vicariously having friends through them. Which might sound a little bit sad, but it got me through some very lonely times. And then I managed to, like, find proper friends. So, hey, worked out in the end. Imagine liking a 2D character. Right? Like, what the heck is that? You like Nanako from Persona 4? Anybody that doesn't like Nanako is suspicious to me. If you played P4 and didn't immediately sign up for the Nanako Protection Squad, we're gonna have a talk. Nanako deserves, like, the world. I remember seeing such a cute little clip of, I think it was at a convention, where there was this little girl. She was very young, and she was cosplaying Nanako. And she seemed to be like a very, very big fan of the character. And she actually got to meet the English voice actor of Nanako, and it was the cutest thing I have ever seen. It was so cute. It was so heartwarming. It's actually so cute stuff. I know, when I saw it, I was just like... Did you met your boy on the